like to now introduce your second speaker today, your bridegroom, Paul.
I can just about see Ad. I have to say, first of all, is that thanks for the words, Steve. And I thought how observant you are from behind the paper. But and I'd just like to say, Rebecca's seating plan's phenomenal. I can just about see Adam, Lee, Mick. So hecklers are certainly way away. Pardon? Pardon? who are they? Anyway, first of all, what I'd like to say is that... Off my chin. Yeah, off my chin. Can't put the mic on your chin, not on the chin. Before I start... Before I start, there are a few toasts in my speech, because mine's a little bit less stand-up. So make sure that your glasses are charged, and make sure that you get your first share, because once you've had one drink, and don't drink it all at once. So Lee, we're not giving you the kitty. And if you drink it all at once, you look a bit daft toasty with an empty glass. So, just remember. Well, what I'd say is after all the planning... This is a nightmare. After all the planning, we're finally here. And who'd have thought this started out as a dare? I was dared to propose to Rebecca. But there you go. And the other thing was that when I proposed to Rebecca, she said, "Oh, I can do a cheap wedding." Do a cheap wedding. Well, anyone who knows me well, well, no, I'm not one to miss a bargain. Bit irritated today because TK always get the new stocking on the Thursday. And I should have known I got stung somewhere along the line. But actually, as it's turned out, I got stung all the way down the line because cheap. Anyway, seriously, no, it's a day that I've always looked forward to, because one of the things, if I was ever going to get married, and I held it off as long as I could, and I just carried on running and running, but somehow I've been caught up. But I always wanted Ryan as my best man. That was always a given. And obviously, I always wanted a good-looking bride. So I've got Rebecca.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to say is, I know some of you have travelled a long way to be with us today, and some of us probably wouldn't have travelled as far if they hadn't got us lost. But without you, it wouldn't be a special day that it is for us. So it makes Rebecca and I very happy, actually, that you're all here to share it with us, friends and family, new and old. And the other thing that I observed as we were sort of going around the day, how well you all scrub up. I am really impressed. However, there are some people who can't be with us. So what I'd first of all is, my first toast is to be upstanding and toast our absent friends and family. Absent friends and family. You can sit down now, as you were. Okay, the next... sit down, Ad. Pull your pants up. I know it's customary to give reference to the stag do. However, I do believe the hen night was a bit of a night. And anyone who's open to buying a few drinks, maybe some of the hens would share their evening with you. Stop reading.
I'm sorry.
I haven't got a script, this is all top of the head.
Yeah.
However, I do understand from the feedback that I got that one of the dancers had quite a derriere, that people always was the source of much conversations. And yes, they had dancers and were spanked on the night. What I want to know, it didn't cost them a penny, and who organised the stag do, Ryan? So, however, I'm pleased to announce that actually with a bit of begging and borrowing and stealing, no I don't do that, but begging and borrowing and a bit of modern science, I do have the opportunity for anybody who's willing to have the same derriere. What I would say is, I don't know if we've got a charity at Bartle, but £1 is the raffle ticket. We will draw it out at the end of the meal. If anybody wants to put it, can have that very same derriere. Now those who've been on the hen night will know what I'm talking about. Those who haven't, you're in for a surprise. I place it there. Okay? Bottoming other people's words.
As long as they don't have to dance in the same way.
It can be arranged. It can be arranged. Okay, first of all I'd like to thank Steve and Anne and all of Rebecca's family, because you're not small, for making me better.
What do you mean? We're not that thin.
I don't know, Jan. But in all sincerity, of making Ryan IP very welcome, and we've always felt welcome from day one. And so much so, we, like the rest of the family, always look forward to one of Nine's Christmas stockings. Excitement. And I probably never had the opportunity to say thank you before, so I just want to say now, thank you for making us feel so welcome. It's a pleasure and it's a privilege. I'd also like to thank Steve and Anne for raising such a beautiful daughter, intelligent, easygoing. It's a shame I've just never met her.